Good evening, I'm Mark, and we are M Amusements. So, tonight's video we're going to cover three things. First, a little more of a formal introduction of ourselves. We really didn't get to do that in our first video that we filmed at Kings Island's Winterfest. Second, we're going to be introducing our new logo. And third, we're going to get into our 2019 travel plans. So without further ado, about ourselves. Well, I've been going to amusement parks in general since the age of 3. Went to Cedar Point with my family in 1974. Started riding the kiddie rides. When I got to be 5 years old, I had my first ride on the mine ride. And then when I was 9, I had my first major ride on a major coaster, the Blue Streak, at night. And really enjoyed it. I just love the feeling that what coasters do to my body, what rides do to my body in general. It's just very, very interesting. But also it was about just our family being together at the time. So, one time a year we just had a little family vacation, and that was it. It was Cedar Point. Natalie, I'm sure, did the same with her family. Went when she was probably a very young age. Went with her sister and her mom and her dad, and I'm sure she was riding coasters about the same time I was at that age.
Yeah, I did too.
And then when we met in 2011, we started going to Cedar Point together and Kings Island as well. Up through our engagement, our marriage, and even after, we've not stopped going. We love it. So, it was funny when we first met. You sent me a message on email. You said something about, "Oh, I see you like coasters. By the way, I skydived."
Yeah,
I just thought that was a most fun message. Natalie's words are pretty short and simple.
Yeah.
But and I also have skydived, by the way. So we're both equal in that department now. But it will never take my love away of the amusement parks. I love going. So second, our new logo. In our first two videos, if you've seen them, I threw together a Microsoft Paint project program together. I threw a design that worked, but we realized that after a little while that design really wasn't going to work much anymore, and so we hired Cincinnati resident and graphic artist Christopher Werner of Christopher Werner Designs, his own company, and we had seen other works that he had done, and we were just really impressed, and so we decided that was the route we wanted to take, and he threw together just a beautiful logo for us, and we'd like to share that with you now. Alright, so if you saw our logo, you've now seen the amazing graphic artwork that Chris has done. Chris, we want to just extend a huge thank you to you for doing that for us. That was, in my humble opinion, probably one of the best works you've done so far, and it's not even going to stop there. I think you've got better works coming even after this, so keep on trucking, fella. We're really impressed with the artwork that you do. Anyway, on to our third agenda, our 2019 travel plans. And we got quite a few parks we're heading to this year. First event, the month of February, we're going to a non-riding event. We're attending Winter Chill Out at Cedar Point again this year. We went last year, and we were really impressed with what this event's all about. For Cedar Point, it's a charity fundraiser for something called A Kid Again. It helps families with children who have life-threatening illnesses. Money's raised to give the entire family a little sense of normality. It allows them to go to a sporting event, have some kind of party, go to maybe Disney World, some kind of event that gets the family out of the everyday concerns dealing with that illness that their child has. And I just think that's really cool that Cedar Point does that. Last year they raised, I think, $50,000. So that's think about the number of families that helps out. So that event will be February 23rd. For us, it's a behind the scenes. For us, it's behind the scenes. Look at Cedar Point's off-season maintenance, their laundry. They're working on all the coaster trains and the other rides, looking for defects, making sure that the rides are safe every year. So they strip a lot of these trains down to the bare nab or chassis, whatever. So you really get to see something you've never seen before. So we're really looking forward to going back and giving you people just a view of what they do. I think it's just really impressive. So that's the event for February. All right, so for the month of March, specifically March 22nd through the 23rd, Natalie and I are going to head down to Carowinds in Charlotte, North Carolina, and attend a season pass preview night and also opening day to experience the new coaster Copperhead Strike, and also get a ride on Fury 325 because the last time we went to Carowinds, which was about 3 years ago, Fury 325 was down. We had gone like really in the fall weather. It was kind of a cold day, but that really had nothing to do with the reason why the coaster was down. It was down due to a double motor failure of the chain lift. They had it up for about an hour. We got in line, got to the bottom of the stairs to go up in the station house, and it went down again. So we never got a ride on it. So hopefully this year we'll get on it. We're really looking forward to that trip. We're going to be hanging out with some people that head up a couple other YouTube channels. A YouTube channel called Just Out and About. A lady by the name of Dawn and one of her friends run that, and they're really fun. They just have the sweetest southern voices, and we checked out a couple of their videos, and they're really looking forward to meeting them. And also going to be meeting a fellow by the name of Jay Mikush, I think his name is pronounced. Jay, you'll have to correct me on that if you see this video. And he's part of a team called Coaster Addict. And then there's another YouTube channel called The Crazy Pop. So we're looking forward to hanging with that group of people and having a blast. So March is looking pretty spiffy at this point. All right, for April, not really much happening there. We'll be attending on April 19th. We'll go down for Season Pass Preview Night at Kings Island and hit up some coasters that day. Get a ride on the Beast at night, which I always enjoy. And then probably towards the end of April, on the 28th, if that's when it's scheduled, we may make a return trip to Kings Island to help celebrate Logan Joyner's birthday. For those of you who don't know who Logan Joyner is, he is the head of a YouTube channel called Coaster Kids. And Allie and I have been supporters of that over the last year and a half, 2 years now. We really like the message he brings about helping people overcome their fears. So we've been friends with them for a while now. So we always enjoy helping anybody celebrate a birthday for that matter. But that day is going to belong to him. So looking forward to that. All right, for the month of May, we have a new park that we'll be attending that we haven't been to on May 31st through June 1st. We're going to be attending Hollywood Nights at Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana. This will be new coaster credits for Allie and myself. Looking forward to getting on Thunderbird, Voyage, Raven, and Legend. Those are the four major ones there, so we're really looking forward to that. And also just enjoying this new event in general. I've never been to it before, and I've heard nothing but great things about it. So also looking forward to meeting somebody who I've been friends with on Facebook for a while, who runs, he and his son run a podcast called Theme Park Families. If any of you ever get a chance, you should check that out. They're really cool. They really give a interesting insight on some of the parks they've been to and just some of the people they've met. So we'll be meeting up with them. Looking forward to that. Okay, for the month of June, in the last few years, we've normally been attending Coaster Mania at Cedar Point. For me, I've been going there over the last 25 plus years. This year we decided to take a little break from that. Instead, that same weekend, we're going to make a trip to Kennywood on June 8th. And either the day before that on the 7th or the day after on the 9th, we may also add a trip into Idlewild for a brief time. So really looking forward to that. The week after that, on June 12th through the 15th, somewhere thereabouts, Natalie and I will be traveling with another Coaster Kid fan by the name of Adam Kalish and his dad Tim. The four of us are gonna take a trip down to Dollywood. Natalie and I have never been down to this park before, and I don't know whether Adam and his dad have been either. But really, kind of looking forward to that. Getting some more coaster credits in there. Thunderhead, Wild Eagle, Tennessee Tornado, Mystery Mine Train, and Lightning Rod. So kind of looking forward to riding those as well. So it looks to be a pretty fun June in the beginning. Anyway, we really don't have anything planned for the latter half of June at this time. For the month of July, not a lot happening. Probably not, at least till the last part of the month. I will probably take a trip down to Beach Bend Park in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and kind of tie that in with another visit back to Kentucky Kingdom for the the one organized Coaster Kid event that's held there. So we're really looking forward to getting back to getting back to that park as well. So that's what's happening in the month of July. Okay, for the month of August, probably about the second week, August 8th, we're going to go to Seabreeze Amusement Park in upstate New York, in Rochester. This will be a small park that we're really looking forward to covering in what our channel is primarily about, which is small amusement parks that have been through ups and downs, and I have no doubt that this park has probably had that going on with them, just like any other small amusement park. August 9th, we're going to head down to Darien Lake and check that park out. Don't know whether we're going to be there the full day or not. We haven't decided. August 10th, we're going to come back down into Pennsylvania and hit up Waldameer. We're really looking forward to getting back there because we've not been to Waldameer in about 3 years. So we're really looking forward to going back to that park again. One of the coolest things for me anyway, I don't know about you, is when you ride Ravine Flyer 2 at sunset and you're at the top of the hill, and you see the sunset, if it's the right day and it's sunny out, you can really see the sunset on Lake Erie. It's pretty cool because the coaster faces the lake, which is really neat. So really looking forward to getting back to that park. And then Sunday, August 11th, we're going to head down to Conneaut Lake and see what's happening there. The last time we were at that park, which was also about 3 years ago, we tied that into our trip to Waldameer as well at that time. And there really was nothing going on with Conneaut at the time. They were doing a lot of repairs. The Blue Street coaster there wasn't running, so we really more or less had what I considered an eerie experience walking through a park that was more or less inactive at the time. This park had not been really active since 2002, so they've gone through several years of being on hiatus as a pretty active park. So we're really looking forward to covering that park in general and seeing what's happening. And then that'll wrap that trip up. So not much happening in the latter part of August. I'm sure we'll make a trip to Cedar Point here and there. And for the months of September through December, we'll be pretty much hitting up the Halloween events at the amusement parks. And then come November through December, we'll be once again returning to Winterfest at Kings Island. So that'll pretty much be finishing out the year of 2019. We're not sure yet. We might squeeze a trip in to Six Flags Great America. We haven't decided yet. And if we do, that date's really obviously at this point in time unknown. So, but as soon as we figure out what we're doing, we'll let you know if we're heading out there. So, yeah, 2019 is looking pretty active year for us. We're really looking forward to, again, visiting some of the parks we've not been to and covering them. And also hanging out with some friends. So we hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the amusement parks. Peace out.
Peace out.